Financial expert Kelly Brothers joins us now with another round of closures. So what's the likelihood of another stimulus bill, Kelly, and if so, when?
Yeah, I think there's a very high likelihood of another stimulus bill. The question is how big and when, as you point out. Probably not till the first week or two of August, which might seem like a long time away, especially if you're a small business owner that has been shut down by the government, but they're working through a lot of issues. Number one would be the unemployment, the enhanced unemployment benefit, currently $600 a week. Republicans want to cut that back to $100 to $200 a week. Democrats would like to keep it through the end of the year. They are hashing that out. You also have PPP loans likely to come back in a much more targeted form than they were initially. And you have the question of, do you send out stimulus checks to American families once again? So it looks like we will get a bill. The question is exactly how big is it? The best betting is that it's going to be somewhere between $1 and $1.5 trillion. Yesterday, Europe put forth a $2 trillion coronavirus recovery bill.
Kelly, switching gears here, a lot of folks are asking and certainly hoping that we'll have a COVID-19 vaccine by the end of the year. And as we reported today, 2 pharmaceutical companies say that is possible, which is why the Trump administration made a deal with them for up to 600 million doses of this potential vaccine. So there's a lot of money at stake here. How does the government pick a winner out of all the companies making vaccines?
Yeah, and it's likely, I think, that they're going to place bets on a number of these vaccines that are in the pipeline, Edie, and that would probably be the smart thing to do. They're even trying to reserve manufacturing space so that when we have a vaccine we know is approved and works, it doesn't matter which company is making it, as long as they make it and they can get out to the people as quickly as they can. But you're right, Pfizer, the winner today, with a $2 billion contract to provide the first 100 million doses of their vaccine when it's finally approved. To be given out to the most vulnerable of Americans, by the way, to be given out at no cost to them as well. But I think you're going to see the government make a few different bets, not knowing which vaccine gets to the finish line first and wanting to be ready to take full advantage when that very happy day happens.
Yeah, like you said, Kelly, I think that just makes a lot of sense, right? Spread it out a little bit. Makes sense. All right, thanks, Kelly.
And because there's not only the once you have the vaccine, now you're talking about manufacturing and distributing hundreds of millions of doses, not to mention the international desire to get that vaccine as well. So to the extent they can ramp that up now, Johnson & Johnson announced already, they're already manufacturing it before they even have final approval on it. So it is a horse race, and hopefully we're all the winners in the end.
Absolutely. You look at the impact of this pandemic on our economy, and that is a smart investment, just to kind of get that limited as soon as you can. Kelly, thank you.